Hey, what's up guys? Zombrew here, and I have a video for you guys today on the Hellcat. Now, it's a super fun tank, and honestly, it is straight up my favorite tier 6 in the game. That I have the Cromwell B. I don't know, the Thunder's pretty fun, but I usually don't see people referring to it as a super good tank. But basically, I don't know, the Hellcat's just completely like irreplaceable for me. It has such a unique playstyle in that it's really fast, but it has a slow hull traverse, slow turret traverse, but it's really fast forward, and it has an amazing gun. Like, I love the gun on this tank. There's a couple shots in this replay that I'm narrating right now that you're going to be able to, it's like, I don't know. I mean, it's not super impressive. I'm shooting the side of an ARL turret right now. And unfortunately, I got spotted because I didn't let my camo net reset. But basically, there's a couple very impressive shots that you're going to be able to see later. And I'm just going to list a couple stats real quick. And then I'm actually going to do some live gameplay and just try to give commentary as I play. And we'll see how it goes. But you guys, I'm just trying to convey a point of why this is such a good tier 6. And it's really underrated too. Like, I've noticed whenever I was asking to play this tank, because we're in a tournament, I was asking to play this tank, and they were like, I don't know, we already have a TD, but I'm like, but I don't, it's not really to be played like a TD. I mean, sure, you saw at the beginning of the battle, I was kind of sitting in the back, and you do get a lot of damage that way. I'm already up to 1.3 thousand damage. But whenever you start getting aggressive, you can actually move around the battlefield with your speed that you have. Like, I'm going 50, 52, 53, and, you know, I'm shooting behind me, and I'm doing a lot of stuff that, like, almost no other tank destroyer is going to be able to do that, because it has a lot of extra flexibility from that turret. But it's also super fast on the hull. Like, there's other tanks like the Charioteer and the M36, for example, just off the top of my head. But they're usually a lot slower, and there's nothing that has the top speed like 65 that this has, and the 24 horsepower per ton that it has. And this thing really gets around, and that's one of the aspects that makes it super fun. And honestly, like, we cleaned up that game. Like, I'm in a tier 6 match. There's a whole bunch of ARLs. Actually, only one tank on their team isn't some version of the ARL. They have all ARLs in a racer and an agent, and it's like, and I'm still doing what, almost 2.2k. I don't know, there's something special about it. I can't quite describe it, but here we go. I'm actually going to open up the game and actually get into a battle and give you just a little bit of live commentary and just generally how I play the tank. And just real quick, I think you guys should all give this tank a chance and try and go pick it up and play it like how I do. And you guys are going to have a lot of fun, at least if you're like me and you like these kinds of tanks. But it's I don't know. I'm just going to get into a game. Enough talking already, right? Okay, so here we are. Let's go into the queue. And hopefully the queue time isn't too long. But basically, I really can't think of points. Like, usually when I'm doing these kinds of videos, like I did the T67 earlier, I'll have stats pulled up or whatever, and I'll have a whole list of points of why I like it. But it's so inexplainable. It's just, you really got to come try this tank for yourself. Now, let's see. We got into a tier 7 match, which is a little bit disappointing, but honestly, we should be able to do too well. One thing I've noticed is whenever you get up-tiered, it's generally better to be in a faster tank, just because a lot of the times when you get up-tiered and you're in a super slow tank that relies solely on its armor, like the, where is it? The AT-8 on our team, for example. Tier 7s can pen the front of that, and then what's the point? If you're super slow and you can get penned, then it's just a bad tank at that point. Now, I'm going to come here and try and snipe a few shots early game. Let's see. It looks like my team is rolling out to where I'm aiming generally. Interesting. We have a T-43 kind of camping right there on the island. Our Black Prince just woke up. There's a T-37. And that's what we love about this gun. Now, I got spotted right away, and that's just because shot the hill. Auto aim did me dirty. So this is actually not looking like a super good game. So I might have to play a little bit more aggressively. Unlucky shot there. Okay, let's see if we can finish this J Panther. Okay, T-43 got him. Interesting. So I'm actually going to move up to this spot and try and help with the city push that is happening. Now, you're going to notice, like I said a couple times, I keep commenting on the speed of this thing, and yes, I am camping early game, and that's just because this thing can't frontline because of its armor. So generally, I like to camp early game and then start moving like I am now. So we're behind this bush. Let's get this guy. Am I spotted? No. Okay. So I'm actually gonna move up and see if I can get the reset. Okay, cap already was reset by somebody else. Okay, I don't have a shot. Oh, there we go. Accidentally opened chat. Okay, I think I still have another shot. Let's go for HE. Ah, just barely, almost did the job, but not quite. So it looks like this game's actually starting to turn around, which is quite nice. So I'm gonna go push this Tiger. Hopefully the T-43 doesn't get YOLO too hard. Now the Tiger has a lot of hit points to get through and a lot of DPM to melt mine, so I'm just gonna keep my distance. And once again, reflecting on the mobility, once it's past early game and you want to stop camping, you saw how fast I rotated around the battlefield. Like, I was on that flank, I was shooting at the SU-100Y, now I'm on the complete other side of the map, taking out the last guy, the Tiger 1, and it's like, I don't know, it's super fun, it's super flexible, and the gun honestly never lets me down. And something I also must mention is they're going to be slapping an entire, like, 2 seconds, I believe. Let me check. Yeah, 2 seconds off of the reload in this thing. So it's already really good, but they're going to be buffing the DPM of it. So its gun performance is going to be very similar to the M36 Jackson. And that thing has a great gun, but I never liked it just because the hull on it is kind of... It has a little bit of armor, but I don't usually find that it's enough. Wargaming is actually changing the armor on it. So the sloped part is a little bit more heavily armored, because right now the bulk of the armor on the Jackson is just around like that kind of bulbous transmission casing that it has, or housing, whatever you want to say. But it's kind of in a weird spot. Interesting. The Panzer IV Hydro. But yeah, they're actually adding, or not adding, they're slapping a little bit of the reload down on this, and I'm really excited to play it. And that's another reason why you guys should be picking this up, because it's going to be awesome. It's going to go from really good and underrated, and it's probably going to get noticed by some of the bigger YouTubers, and people are going to be playing it. Oh, well, that's interesting. I just lagged over that. It's not what I wanted to do. But another nice thing about this mobility is you can actually keep up with light tanks, and you can use the mobility to get behind an enemy team to camp there, because the gun is perfectly good for camping. Since it has a turret, you can actually rotate your gun and have full flexibility without having to reset a camo net. And you can use the mobility to get in spots that nobody are really able to counter or expect. Now, this is kind of weird. I don't like this side of the map, and I rarely fight on it. Yes. Okay, I thought I was spotted. I'm gonna shoot this column. Okay, we'll get the agent then. I didn't... The frick? Okay, I did not turn on autoing, but it was on anyway. So, that's... I don't like this situation, so I'm just going to rotate a little bit, change the odds, because I do not like that. There's a little bit too much concentrated firepower on me. So I'm thinking we could probably push this Nightmare, because he's pretty low. Okay, he's dead. So I'm just going to push around. That T-34 is going to die. We'll get a shot on the Krupp. Okay, bad shot. I didn't give it time to aim. It looks like our entire team's pushing up over here. This is a really nice pressure that we're making. Okay, once again, the entire 10 degrees of gun depression are letting me down. Come on, man. I need more gun depression. What do you mean I already have 10 degrees? Sounds fake. No, I just can't aim. So I'm just gonna avoid this VK-36. Steal a kill. Nice high roll too. I only have 225 alpha. And we'll get this T1. So I just loaded Pramo there, and you can basically penetrate the entire front of a T1 heavy. This thing's super good for countering it because of that high pen. Now, I want to keep my distance from that Cromwell just because he has pretty good DPM. Then again, I have more health, so I'm able to trade better too because I have the higher alpha. So, unlucky bounce, yeah. Okay, and he gets a fire, of course. Okay, I'm gonna track him and just back up so I can trade. And HE. No, the HE let me down. Damn. Okay, I need to back up or else I'm gonna die. Alright, so that situation didn't really go very well. You know, once again, this thing has no armor, so you're not really able to brawl super well. You gotta be very, very careful with the fights you pick. But with the mobility, you're able to pick fights pretty efficiently, and it's nice in that sense. So we have it's definitely a win unless something magical happens. Okay, so I'm behind this VK-36, which is good, and this guy's on the other side. So I'm just going to pull out here, get a shot into his bum, and we secure 3 kills, ending the game. Very nice stuff. 1,200 damage is nothing to scoff at, but it's not super, honestly, very good either. But we still get a 3rd class, and something I noticed, actually, while I'm on the subject, is the Blitz stars data for like the win ratio of this tank is pretty low. So there's a lot of people that really don't know how to play this tank. Ooh, our Nightmare did really well. I don't believe those profile stats. That guy has to have like a way much better 30 day or something. I don't know. But basically, with the Hellcat, it's I forget what train. Yeah, so it has a pretty low win rate, and a lot of people don't know how to play the tank, and I'm assuming that they're just all playing it like a TD and camping the whole time. I really don't know, but this kind of wanted to make a YouTube video on it, not necessarily because of that, just because I love this tank in general. But that's something else. So hopefully you guys learned a thing or two from. Whoops. Hopefully you guys learned a thing or two. Yeah, you get a little glimpse into my audio production there. I hope you guys learned. So basically, I hope you guys learned a thing or two from me playing the Hellcat today, and I didn't make any super solid points here, let's be honest, but it's such a fun tank, and I really, really recommend you pick it up, especially with the buffs that are coming in soon. Let's see what my reload is. See, I don't really need to run calibrated because it already has pretty good penetration for tier 6, but wait. Yeah, 255 on the Pramo. That's awesome. But I have a 7-second reload. But the stock value here, let me pull it up in my tank compare real quick. Okay, so I have it here in my tank comparison. Where is it? There it is. So if I take everything off, the reload is 8.15 seconds. Now I'm going to open the Discord. And as you can see here in the news section of my Discord channel, which all of you shall join, it says, okay, so it says here in my Discord, like the news section of my Discord channel, Blitz post is awesome. You guys should all add it to your own Discords, and you should join mine just in case. But it says here, the M18 Hellcat, and the reload is going to be changed from 8.5 seconds to 6.5. So they're knocking down exactly 2 seconds of the reload. And now let's see my setup here. So I have 7 seconds reload. So it's going to be 5.16 seconds. Now, if we calculate just do a quick calculation here. We'll do 60 divided by 5.16. And then that's the rate of fire that we get. So we're going to multiply that by 225, which is our alpha. So we get 2,600 DPM. Now that's, it's not super good considering you have the Panzer IV with 3,200 DPM at tier 6. But the Hellcat, yeah, I sound like Pantoflino. The Hellcat has a much better just chassis in general. Like it's a lot more flexible with the 10 degrees gun depression it has. You'll see here that it has really good power to weight values. And it's a super accurate gun in general. It's just... And the turret, I love it. All right. Anyways, I'm done with the video. I'm done rambling here. But thank you guys for watching, seriously. And I should have another video out soon. I haven't been streaming a lot recently. I haven't really found the time to. But whatever. You guys join my Discord. I'll keep you updated there. Anyways, this video's gone on too long. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.